the end of it was the Queen of Heaven, and the black woman being thought of as God, the creator of this universe, birthing it into existence for thousands of years, far longer than the 2,000 years that we have thought of the creator of the universe as a male or as a man. So there have been thousands upon thousands of years where the creator of the universe was revered as a mother, as a woman, and there were other gods beneath the creator, or the creatrix actually. And the picture that came up for me was the sculpture of Anana, and then there are a couple other names that the Queen of Heaven is called. Eludes me now, but anyway, the main stone relief shows her crowned, fully crowned in her royal gear. She is barefooted, and you can see her with one foot upon the back of a lion or the head of a lion, and she's holding a string attached to that lion. And then there is a minor goddess standing next to her, with holding out her hands with an object in her hands. And what the creator of the universe revealed to me was that it is an emblem of her power. And so the point of having her foot on top of the lion, sometimes it's on its back, sometimes it's on its head, and it's a male lion, is to show that she is the omnipotent one, right? The one with the highest of power, not only of the female but of the male too. So she and she's holding on to, with a leash basically, and that is to signify that she has the rule of both male and female under her foot. Okay, she has the power of the nation, the power of the earth, the power of the universe. Okay, and then she has a dress. Sometimes she has one boob out, sometimes she doesn't. If the boob is out, it's about the nurture and the care and the ability to produce and provide for all of creation. The lady standing next to her, and I believe I occupy that representation, or one of the people that occupy that representation, is of a goddess, lesser goddess, until I have more information, because I think that may not be the right verbiage to have, but it's the verbiage I'm using right now, is holding out an object, and I believe that for here it's the earth, and presenting that to her, and letting her know that she occupies the military arm of protection for the earth, which is why she has it in her hands. And she's looking directly at her in a way that sublimates the divine right of the Queen of Heaven to govern, to rule, and to set the precedent of what happens to this particular plane or planet or situation. Okay, And so that was what came to me. And most answers and most prophecies, when you are given them, are very simple as far as their explanation. They're not convoluted. It's not here to confuse you. It's just here to let you know what the deal is and to make it plain. So you have the Queen of Heaven. You have the other goddess that is standing next to her. She's usually at a smaller stature, okay? And it's not about physical height as it is in letting you know about the power itself and how that power works. Who has the most power, which is the Queen of Heaven. And then the goddess underneath her that is basically doing the Lord's work, as we say. And that's how you get a planet and a universe that operates orderly and sanely. And it begins with two women, two power dynamics. And then the rest will come, right? So when you hear in the first chapter of Genesis, where it talks about let's make man in our own image, consider the fact that you're talking about two goddesses working together with the primus goddess, Queen of Heaven, the creator or the creatrix doing the development, is the initiator, is the center of the universe. And then you have these other goddesses that assist in that process. They each have their thing to do. But the main one that stands next to her is the one that protects all of creation. And in this case, for the time that we live in, also avenges when the male deities, and in this case we have in the form of Lucifer, Satan, rebelling against that working primus laws of nature, laws of the universe that work very well, getting in there and disrupting and attempted but failed to destroy it. And then the Queen of Heaven allowing the male dominance to rule for a while. And we can readily see what has become of that rule, left to his devices alone. But now that the god and goddesses have returned and they've been here behind the scenes, they're now coming to the fore. And so I today, I feel very nurtured and very honored and awestruck by the clarity that has been given. And I really don't care how everybody else takes it, especially men in all shades, colors, and forms. They're probably going to be the most angry, unfortunately, when they don't have to be. I don't think all of them. I think some, and my hope is more than those who feel dejected by the truth. My thought is, and my hope is, that more so that the majority of men would say, well, yeah, that makes sense, because we have literally, since we've been in charge, we have literally fucked up the planet. We have brought it to the brink of the planet itself imploding upon itself. And our arrogance won't allow us to let go of the power. It has to be snatched from us. It had to be snatched from us, because we just weren't going to let it go. It's either we would have it or we would destroy it. And the women or the female or the creator didn't do that. The creator didn't say, well, damn, if I can't have it, I'm going to destroy it. He was like, no. She was like, no, I'll go ahead. You want to go ahead and do it? Go ahead and do it, popcorn. go ahead and rule. When Satan said, these worlds that she has given me to rule, that is not a god that is, or a goddess that is insecure about power. That is a goddess that knows her children, knows her sons and daughters, like most attentive mothers, most good mothers always do, and knows exactly how things are going to go down. Nothing surprises the Queen of Heaven. And so now we're at the very last moments of that time, and it seems like we are literally days, if not weeks away. There are so many things that are taking place, and at first I thought maybe in my unconscious mind when I'm sleeping that it was humans that were remote viewing, and that may be the case. But now, since last night, since what I dreamt last night, it may not be. The communication may be coming from another source, and whether that is from the objects that are out there in space, Oumuamua, Three-Eye Atlas, and the other one I think is like Boroff or something like that. Or those things that have not been revealed to the public but are out there, as I call the armada of the creator of the universe. We can be assured that the countdown officially known to all of man and mankind is underway, and thank God for that. I mean, really, thank God for that, because we are really, really looking and considering that the end draws nigh, and I pray for that every night. And like many of you who also pray for the same thing, just know that your prayers are most certainly not only being heard but being answered. I truly believe that the white supremacists, and I'm talking about those who don't know what those who have been anointed by Satan, what they call them, the secret elites, the black nobility, they know what's coming down. They know. And I can't say it enough. This is possibly, and I wish white people would get a hold of this. It's possibly a murder-suicide situation. If they've been known that they would go down. They've known that they would go down. Now they know the date and hour and time, and they don't mind to pull you with them. And the human beings stupidly are going to try to see if they can even get to their bunkers in order to hide. That will not happen. It will not happen. And I just wish you all would have seen that they don't mind jettisoning you in order to attempt to save themselves. And I'm talking about the human part of Satan's dominion. So I'm back in my car. So the human part of Satan's dominion, I don't even know if the spiritual or unseen entities that they communicate with has even really told them that there's no way of getting out of this. Or is their arrogance so much so that they really do believe, as the Bible scripture says, that no one can bring me down, that they really do believe that they can go and hide when they've been told that that's not, you can go hide, but there we would find you. And so, yeah, I guess you would have to be delusional and crazy. I don't know. I haven't been in that position where you're that rich and that wicked and that, and you can do anything. And I guess in your perception in the world, and I guess I'll say that you can do anything in this world, but notwithstanding that there's another world that's already here and has been here for a number of decades. Well, it is what it is. We can only pray and only be counted worthy to pass through the changing of worlds. And I would say that the mark of the beast has been the skin color, and that is unfortunately that has proven to be white skin. And we can see how that can play out because of what has been the mark of God's people as they went into slavery. And um, we actually have two marks, just like whiteness has two marks. For us, it was our hair and our skin tone. That marked us for slavery, and it also marks us as the Hebrews, the true Hebrews, the Israelites indeed. They are indeed, we are indeed the Israelites. We are not the imposters. We are Israelites indeed. And of course, then vice versa of that would be the mark of the beast, which seems to be white skin. And when you read that passage, if you apply white skin to it and the hair of white people to it, you will know that they can trade, they can barter, they can buy, they can use currency, they can do anything under the dominion of Satan, and that has proven to be so. So that was revealed to me that that's what it is, and just like for slavery and for racism and American hegemony, to have nappy hair and black skin, it was a curse as far as moving in the Satan's world, right? So on the flip side of that, in God's kingdom, in the Queen of Heaven's kingdom, in the Christ's administration kingdom, the vice versa of the mark of the beast would be the skin color and the hair texture. And so, some people may say it's not fair, and that I'll have to agree with you, but it is just. Thank you.